Okay, let's talk to Weenan. Let's get on his good side if possible.
Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
Tell me about the dozens. Weenan's expression becomes serious, the timbre of his voice deepening. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries in the Deerwood. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Deerwood's freedom 150 years ago, and we're the ones who protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Waidwen at Evan Dewer Bridge. A lot of folk don't know how Waidwen wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women, they walked out of Halagot Citadel and faced down a god, held him there until the bomb went off. He thumps the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people. First line of defense, whatever it takes. We got new enemies now. If it's not Waidwen, it's his damn legacy. It's the damn soul butchers in Brackenbury making things worse on us all of us. Probably causing the whole thing in one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once. We'll do it again. Weenan casually nods your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? I'm looking for work.
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Farewell. Daggers mark the location of various Angwithan ruins. Notes posted around the map list bets on current expeditions.
Right.
This must be Osric. Osric! Speak to me.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Weenan. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Although he sizes you up, I do have something I need done. Something that requires, he glances sidelong at an adventurer flailing away helplessly at a dummy. Competence. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Why don't you just go and ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. What's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
I'll see what I can do.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andra's Gift, right after being soul-scanned by a cipher in Dunreed Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me.
Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Sagani scratches the back of her neck. If generations of Masuk's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Got business with me? Tell me about the Expedition Hall. It's treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sponsors put up money, hire adventurers to explore the wilds, looking for runes mostly. If they come back alive, they'll split the spoils. If not, it's because they handle their weapons like this lot in front of me, who might as well be digging their own graves right now. Farewell. Sanild. Sanild. The woman looks up from polishing a dagger. Haven't seen you before. You headed out with an expedition company? She raises an eyebrow. Or are you betting on one? Tell me about the expeditions. They're groups of adventurers that venture into the wilderness. More than a few of them try their luck scoring the ruins. Most of them come back empty-handed if they come back at all. Betting on them is almost as risky as actually going, but that's how the expeditions get funded, and every once in a while one of the adventuring companies will strike it big and make a fortune for their backers. How long have you worked at Admeth's Den? She leans on the countertop and drums her fingers. Oh, a few years. I got in the minute the last merchant cleared out. She nods toward the main area of the hall. They've got new expeditions venturing out every week, so this is a great place to do business. And the dozens make loyal friends and loyal customers, so long as you stick by them. She taps the counter. The vendor who was here before me, they ran him out when he sold his best helms to a pair of Crucible Knights. I've been careful not to make the same mistake. Can I buy something? I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me as long as I only do business with them, and they're good customers. She jerks her thumb at the door. But if you get on Osric's good side, he could make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now. That's too bad. Might as well rob them. Saving first. Lockpicks. No, that's too many lockpicks. Now where do we go? The Hall of Revealed Mysteries sounds interesting. Let's go to Limdala's house first. Hello, is anyone home? Guess we'll just rob you. And that is that. Loading screens, loading screens. We love those loading screens.
Adair, you have said you fought in the Saints' War, but for which side?
The one that blew up my god.
I didn't mean anything by it. I imagine a man with a head made of fire and light could be very convincing.
Funny thing about Dear Woodens. With all that fire and light, they just treated him like another authority figure.
Interesting. Let's do some enchanting. Okay, let's make it more accurate. Oh no, that just replaced damage. Shit. What a waste. What a waste. Oh, okay. Let's go back here. Can we enchant this? It'll +5 accuracy against human and elf and everybody else. You know what? Let's not. Let's wait until we find something really good. But let's enchant her bow. Let's give it some burning. Very good, very good. Okay.
Right.
that adventure still open? 2 days, 12 hours. Let's do it. I just have to figure out where to go to accept the mission. Okay, barracks construction completed. That's good.
Bit just like your breeches, Scholar Lad.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
I trust all is well. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
How do we do this? Are we in the right place? Alright, let's hire some people. How does this work, though? How about a soldier? A cleric? An archer? And a mage? What's this? Security, prestige. How much is this costing me? 50 copper a day. 50 copper, 10 copper a day. 10, 20, 30, 40 copper a day. We could afford that. Now let's do this. There are no companions at the stronghold. We need more money. Okay, let's purchase the Bailey. Okay. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. This library is a fucking mess. But it got Aloth excited about the possibilities.
I trust all.
Do we need more companions? Is that the problem? I'm gonna save first. Now let's try that again.
I.
Okay. Is there a possibility that she won't survive? I'm F8ing this. Alright, let's try this again. Once a character has been dismissed from the party, they will return to either the Blackhound Inn in Gilded Vale or to your stronghold if you've acquired it. Okay. Finishes on turn 6.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go rest. There's some dialogue here.
The dozens. Pretty
He
sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Said there'd be less of them.
Why do they call themselves the Dozens? Was 12 Deer Woodins stood outside Halget Citadel waiting for Waidwen to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate, so that's what they did. What do you have against the Dozens? Ah, nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folks anyway. The Dozens, they like to take things into their own hands. Gets ugly sometimes. We don't have 'em in Gilded Vale, but they'd be right at home there. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted and feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke Magron too, when they especially want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she'd like to set 'em on fire anytime they use her name, but the gods probably got rules against that kind of thing. Okay. Surely Magron has worthier followers. She draws all types, seems to me, more than she'd like, I'm sure. Warmongers, fire lovers, his eyes fixed briefly on Durance. But she does do better than that. Plenty of good soldiers said their prayers to her when we were marching toward the front lines. Have to expect those are the types she'd prefer to talk to. Alof seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
Are you all right?
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately. And if Meerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
There's no point in speculating now.
Perhaps Defiance Bay holds the answers we need.
Let's move on. Waiting on your orders, my lord. Defend the keep, damn it. Now let's go rest at our new lodgings. It's a fucking mess. Well, in the next episode, we'll see about completing that mission we sent our companion on and finding a place to rest at our own keep. See you then.